Yo, what's going on, guys? Me, Beckonator, and welcome to episode, I think this is 4? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 4 or 3 of How To Facts. I'm pretty sure I should know this, but I don't. And if you guys can't tell by the title, I'm going to show you guys how to gen these things. And you guys are probably like, what the heck, what are these even for? But these are one of the most important defenses in your base, because if not, people can easily raid your base. And I'm explaining to you why it happens right now. So guys, what these are for is people build cannons, and I'm not going to build a huge cannon like this right now, but people build cannons that like if these weren't here, they shoot at your wall and they break it, like, and let's just pretend this was a TNT explosion, which that would never happen, but break them like this, guys, and then what they do is they shoot sideways into your base until they obviously break into the actual base itself. I'm going to repair this right now because this is a schematic of a base that I want to keep. But yeah, so that's basically what we do. And so what this does is it's basically like walls from those cannons. And trust me, if you don't have these, but you have like 50 walls, people are just going to shoot through that and shoot directly. It's just going to waste all your time of working on the walls, building the walls. I realize that this is open, I'm sorry about that, but it's going to waste all your time of working on the walls, building on the walls, just some stuff like that. So obviously you want to do a couple of wraps with corners on them like that first, like I showed in episode 1. Just so to somehow find a cannon that can shoot past all these really easy. You still have to go through one full wall at least to get to your base. And so, but anyways, what these are, they're pretty much walls from those cannons. Because then they have to go boom, they have to blow up through there. Then to blow up through here. Then they have to, then they can get to that. But it's going to take, if you have like more than this, okay, this is obviously a small base. This is like a 2x2 chunk base. But obviously you want more than that. I'm just showing you this is what it does. This is like where you'd put it. You want to line it up directly with this. And you guys are probably like, oh my god, why would I do that? You know how long it's going to take to place blocks all the way up here? Well, I'm going to show you guys a little shortcut that I've learned over the years of How to Factions. Alright guys, so for this example, I just want to say, pretend that these are your two walls, or one of the corners of your base. So, and I just got rid of the water for the tutorial, and you're probably going to want to do that for your base, because or else you could make a pretty big cobble monster, which is not good at all. What you want to do is, the way this is genned is there's like 2 different ways you can do it. I like doing it this way because I can just remember it easier. But what you do is you do, is that 5? No, it's 4. Okay, so you want to do a 5x5. So basically you just want to make a hollow 5x5 square just like this, right around the corner area of your base. And then what you're going to want to do is just do one down the center here. So then you should have something that looks really weird like this. And then what you're going to want to do, if I remember this, you go like this, that, and that. Okay, so basically, wherever this is, like wherever this middle like block that doesn't have the block on top of it, wherever it's touching is where it's going to gen a pillar. So it's going to be a pillar right here, it's going to be a pillar right there, and right there. So you gen them in a 2x2 fashion, which is really nice. Same with genning walls, you gen them 2 at once, but this one you gen them 4 at once, but technically 2 walls from the actual cannoner. And one thing I want to say is if this is right next to your base and you have a pretty big base, I'd recommend doing a couple of these made out of sand. And yes, you're going to have to place every single one by hand, but it is so much harder because a lot of these cannons that they build that break into these do not have scatters. So you're going to have to build a whole different cannon just to get through that, which is really annoying. Anyways, after you made this little simple contraption that just looks something like this, it kind of looks weird, but it'll make sense earlier. You're going to obviously want to line up these with the walls and then the center one with these walls. It doesn't matter which way, you can have them facing this way, doesn't matter. You're going to want to place lava in the center ones here and then break the blocks under them, just like genning walls. So it's going to look like this. It's going to be a 3x1 going down, and you can have slabs catch them, but it's not as messy as genning walls, so I don't really worry about it, but you can have that. I'm just going to do something simple like that to catch them. And in fact, you know, it might as well go like this, just to make my cleanup a little easier. That's pretty much what you do. But if you do want to do slabs, you know, I might as well have done it now, because I just said it all. You do something like this per every single one, and it makes them really hard to get raided. And it makes the cleanup about 40 million times easier. So you're going to wait for these to flow all the way to the bottom. Obviously, if you're genning them, you're going to want a base taller than this. They're also going to be pretty much useless. I'm just using this for an example because I know it's going to take a while for the lava to flow down. So if I did this right, it should not spill any lava. And it looks good. So this is what it should look like at the bottom. I'd recommend having a homestead at the bottom or whatever, so then you remember that. And once it's done flowing, guys, it's literally the simplest thing ever, but you can build a really good base with it. So this is going to be kind of short tutorial, but it's very simple. What you're going to want to do is, if you want to save water, you can only place one there and there, but if you want it to gen really fast, you can place them in all the extra slots, and it'll gen really fast. For the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to act like you're poor, which I'm sure some of you guys are. It's probably the beginning of factions when you're doing this, especially if you're watching a how-to factions. You're going to place water in the exact corner, like right here and right here of the lava. So you're going to go boom here, boom here, and boom here, and it should gen cobble there, and that's where the walls are actually going to end up. And as you guys can see, it's not going to do anything yet, because you have to break. Where's the other one at? Oh, nope, don't find the lava. You're going to want to break these right here, because then it makes it a full lava water source going all the way down, and it will start to gen it. And as you guys can see, it very slowly will start to gen both of the walls, which is, guys, this is so much easier than building walls. I remember when the very first base I made these on, I thought the only way you could make them out of was sand, and it took me like 2 full dubs of sand just to have a 2x2 like what we're genning here on each corner of the base. It was so difficult, but it did help because no one raided us from the corner, or like these cannons were, just because no one wanted to go through the hassle of doing sand walls. And if you you can if you want to, you can already start to clean up. Like some stuff I like to do, since I know it's going to take forever to get the lava out. It's going to take, oh no, I don't need a lava bucket, I need a bucket. You can take the lava out if you want. I would not recommend taking out the water yet, especially if you're going down to world limit or whatever. But once it's about halfway done, you can take out the lava just to make it easier for when you want to put the water there. And then it's almost done, so I'm going to clean up both of these, and it should work. Oh, I might have let go of those too soon, guys. Let's see if I made the rookie mistake. No, I think we're good, actually. And if not, it's pretty easy to fix this, guys. Like gen walls, it's going to make this huge cobble thing right here, this one. If you do it the way I did it, it's going to do something little like that, like 2 or 3 stone blocks, something very simple. In fact, I'm going to clean that up right now because I don't want to worry about that. Oh, no, Kay doesn't want to clean up. Oh, well, you guys get the point, though. It's just so simple to build these, and then once you're done with them being fully genned, and these ones do not do like what some gen walls do, where like, I'm just going to show an example right here, I guess, set 0, sometimes if you forget one, or there'll be like a ghost block, there'll be something like this going all the way down your walls, which is really obnoxious, and you have to go back and fix the entire wall by hand, which is really stupid and obnoxious in my opinion. But I mean, that's so much easier than genning a full wall itself, or like hand building it, so I guess I know why they did that. Then once you're done, you can clean up the netherrack. I do not recommend using cobblestone because it blends in with the other cobblestone, and for my OCD, I'm going to lower it down to the right level of the rest of the walls. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's so simple, but like, I'm gonna build a quick cannon. I'm not gonna water. You're gonna have to come down here too and place these if you want. They honestly don't make a big deal. You don't have to do it, but since I have OCD, I'm gonna do that. But so now I'm gonna build a quick cannon. It's not gonna be a hybrid cannon. It's just gonna be a little air burst cannon to show you guys how they can break into your base really easily. Alright guys, so we're back. I literally just made the most simplest cannon, like every guy ever that's cannon knows how to build. It's just a simple little scatter cannon. I just put a barrel on it because I don't want it to go flying up and down. And real quick, so I don't look stupid on camera, okay, it does line up. I thought that was like a skin. But basically, you guys obviously want more towards the center. Like, if you're 50 walls out, you probably only have to do this to them. But like, if these are the walls right next to your base, you want to go out a lot of these, so then it's like walls for them. Because if you only have 2 going all the way across, you're obviously going to choose the one closest to the base, because then it just makes them not have to use so much TNT. So there's probably too much power and too much delay, but I'm just going to go like that and do that. Something simple, just hoping that this actually works on the camera. Okay. There we go. So, okay, normally it wouldn't break both of these, or it wouldn't break into these either, but you guys get the point. So they're gonna have to break through both of these and just pretend the emerald's your base. Okay, that took like 5 seconds of MCMMO, but, or MC edit. No, not even that. World edit, but, and then you're gonna do that, and okay, pretend that this isn't broken yet, but then once they break it into this dry area, guys, it's literally just game over. So they can just sit here and turn on an insane scatter like that, and it will break directly into your base. Like, it is so simple. They completely wreck your base, and it is just so easy for them to actually take and raid the base. And then they can just break in here, get all your chests, get everything, and it's just so easy for them to break into your base. Alright guys, so this is just an example of how you kind of want it to set up your base. Don't worry about this, or like how this one's way longer than this, or how it ends. There's nothing about, just like, look at this, okay? This is how you want it to kind of be like. So you obviously want a couple wraps, just like this, with the gen corners, which It's basically the same thing as this, just you only gen it for 1 on the wraps, and it goes all the way down. Just something simple like that. And obviously you want to put water on it, but I'm leaving it dry so I can show you a tutorial on how to put the water on it. But this is how you want it to be. So obviously you want more towards the beginning of your walls, because they have to go through all these and then that wall to break in. These ones, since they're getting farther out, like this one, they're still going to have to break through a couple walls, so you can lower it down by 1 every time. And then but once you're about like 10 or 20 blocks out, if you have a huge base, even maybe like 30 walls out, then you can start only doing like 2. And then if you're like at your last 5 walls that are like super far out, don't even worry about it. But something simple like this, if you only have about 10 gen walls on each side, then you only need about 5 layers of this. You know what I'm saying? About halfway to all the walls you have, you should have some of these. Even just some random ones thrown in there at random walls to confuse them is always nice. And obviously you don't want your base just to have all a bunch of wraps, unless this is like a temporary base, but it's obviously going to stop them, so they have to go through so many walls just to get to the base. And now I'm just going to show you guys how to actually water these. I'm going to use the different blocks so it's easy for you guys to watch. But what you guys do is, normally you guys think just this would be fine watering, right? You know, because you got water on it, that's easy. But if you got, okay, I'm not going to do too much, but just something like that maybe. But if you guys can't tell, one of the reasons why we do this is, maybe I can zoom in on Optifine. Do you guys see that little out there? That's a good view. How there's no water on that one block right there. Basically, if someone lands a TNT shot perfectly right there, they can blow this up without even using sand or hybriding anything. And so basically, what you want to do is, if you want it to look clean, like I like to do, you're gonna want to have a block up like this, but then you're just gonna go out like this, and then just place a block like that, and then boom, now you have water on the corners. But honestly, if it's just these, honestly, just go like this, just place a bunch of random blocks, and that'll help block all of the crap that could have got your base pretty much easily raided. Just boom. So now it doesn't look very clean as like say that one, but look at this. Now there's no water. These things are 100% covered in water, which means you can't get raided. And you obviously want to do this with your main base. I think I explained this in a separate video, but if your main base is like this, people can shoot over all your walls and land a TNT right here, and it'll break in like 1 shot. So what you want to do, and this is nice because there's already walls right next to it, is you just place cobble there, and then boom, you have it in the corner. They cannot raid you through a corner cannon. They have to go through all your walls, and obviously you want this all the way up to max build height, or to your walls if you're gonna have these gen walls, or these things, because if you only have it halfway, it's gonna shoot over all of them. It doesn't make any sense. Obviously you want them to the height of your walls, if not even higher. And one thing I like to do, which you don't have to do this, but is I like topping them off with glowstone, just because if you don't have like night vision potions or anything like that in your faction server, like you don't have like, you can change the time of day, it's very hard to see or count how many of these you have. So I like to just go like this because it goes through water, very simple, and it also kind of looks cool if you fly up and you see a bunch of like solid lines of glowstone and a bunch of cobble walls. I think it looks really cool. So guys, I think I'm going to end the episode here. Again, this probably is a pretty short episode. I obviously didn't, I'm going to cut out a lot. I'm going to edit this a lot more than most of my How to Factions episodes. But anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. And as always, I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.